With these three tools, you can see how people find your website, what they're doing on your website, and even watch videos of them using your website. My name is Eric Dingler. I'm the CEO of In Transit Studios, and we help local businesses increase revenue and profit through effective digital marketing. In my experience, there are a few tools that every single website should have on them. In this video, I'm looking at 3 of them specifically to help you make better decisions in your online marketing. Now, the benefits to these tools, there's 4 that I really want to highlight for just a second to help you hopefully see why having these tools are going to be beneficial for you. The first benefit is it's going to help you increase revenue. With these tools, you're going to be able to see how effective your online presence is, how effective any of your online marketing is, and therefore you're going to be able to do more of what is working. The second benefit to you having these tools is it gives you real world data. There's no guessing, there's no making decisions based upon what you like or somebody's opinion. Data tells the story. And the better data you have and the more data you have, the better decisions you're going to make to get more customers to your business. The third benefit to having these tools on your website is it reduces cost. By helping you see what functions on your website or features on your website people really may not even be using. Or maybe it's going to help you see that there are certain parts of your website or even parts of a web page that nobody's looking at, but that's where you have your most important or maybe even most expensive item. And so you're missing out on sales or upsell opportunities, and these tools help you identify those. The fourth and final benefit for you as a business owner to have these tools is it's going to let you see where people are struggling with your website that may be causing them to leave the website prematurely. That's not what you want. You want to have a smooth and seamless user experience so that as people are on your website, they're engaging with your content and ultimately going to take that primary call to action you want them to be. Whether it's scheduling an appointment, calling you, buying something, booking now, making a reservation, whatever it is, that primary call to action for your website is, these tools are going to help you increase how many people are doing that on your website. So with that, why don't we go ahead and take a look at my screen and I'll share these tools with you kind of in action. So the 3 tools that we're going to look at, the first one here is Google Search Console. It says so right here in the top corner. What is a Google Search Console? Google Search Console tells you what people searched before they came to your website. In other words, how are people getting there? And so you can see what terms they're searching for to find your website, how many people clicked on that, how many times that showed up, what percentage is getting the clicks, and what position are you showing up on Google for that. Plus it gives you this nice trend report that you can see if you're making progress, not making progress. You can look at it over, just the last week, or you can customize the date range however you want. There's a lot of information here, plus several other tools that you can use to inspect the website to make sure that everything is set up properly and search engines can index it properly. Indexing means know what's on your website and show it to other people. And so there's all kinds of other things you can do that are a little more advanced and really get into the details. But the primary thing, 90% of the people that I know that use this tool get most of their valuable information from just this section right here. Really very, very useful tool. The second tool to consider having is Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics is going to tell you what people do once they're on your website. What page did they come onto the website? What page did they go to from that page? Where did they leave your website? How long were they on your website? And if you're going to use any type of Google paid ads, this is a critical must-have tool. tool that you need to put on your website. You can integrate it with Google Ads and what's known as Tag Manager, and you can see exactly when somebody clicks an ad, you know, what happens when they get to their website, what percentage of those people, you know, buy or submit the form or call or text or whatever it is. There's so much that it can tell you that it's really super valuable. Now, even if you're not running ads, getting this on there and collecting the historical data is definitely worth it. Super simple to really set up both of these tools, and it gives you a gold mine of information. Now, the third and final tool that I think should be used on every website is called Clarity by Microsoft. So what Clarity by Microsoft is it is a tool that gives you actually a lot of the same basic information that you see in Google Analytics, most popular pages, how long people are on pages, and things like that. But it does a few other things that are like absolutely fantastic for every business owner to have. The information is absolutely crazy insane. For example, I can actually watch a recording of someone using this website right here. So they're kind of scrolling up and down, reading those middle sections. They're scrolling back down. Oh, they're jumping back up to the top. I can see that orange dot right there. That's their mouse. So I can see where they're moving their mouse to, what they're clicking on, and just watch them use the entire website. Now, this does block out any personal information, anything that's covered by privacy. So if they enter a username, password, something like that, like it's not gonna pull that kind of information up. So you really aren't gonna have to worry about that. So here again, we're seeing them. This is a list of books that, because of privacy purposes and copyright, those book covers aren't being pulled through. But you can see here kind of how they're zigzagging down through, reading those, and just it's absolutely fantastic to be able to watch people use your website. Now, the other thing it does is it creates heat maps. So a heat map will tell you how far down someone is, not someone, but the total aggregate of all the website visitors to this page over a given time, how far down are they scrolling? Now you might be thinking, why is that important? Well, on this website, this is the main email magnet. And we see that 38% of people are making it this far. That's not great. That's not even half. Now, on some websites, we'll see that 80-90% of people are making it this far. So that's really good. So after letting this collect data, what we've done in the past is we had a website where only about 8% of people were making it to this section of their homepage, which had that big email magnet that was really important to that business. And so what we did is we went into their website and we put just under their top hero section, we put a little banner that talked about the fact that they could download this resource, click here, and a button would immediately scroll people to the bottom. And after doing it, that website saw about a 420% increase in how many people were signing up for their email list. And really, we wouldn't have known that had we not had this data. So it shows heat maps, it shows clicks, where people are clicking on, and sometimes you might see things that people are clicking on that there's nothing even actually there for them to click. I've seen websites where people clicked a picture, an image, a little icon thing that we weren't expecting people to click on. So we would want to see, well, if they're clicking there, maybe we should add something like, we see here that 1% of people have, about 1% of people have clicked on this. Not enough to do anything about this, but if I saw more and more people were clicking on this, I would probably link it to like the About page, for example, or social media profile, or something, like that, just kind of depending on the specific website. So I hope you can see that with these 3 tools, you will have all kinds of valuable data that can help you make decisions that are actually going to make improvements to your online presence, which is going to create more customer activity for you. Now, the other thing we want to make sure we do is we want to make sure that we're creating website experiences that are accessible and usable to all persons, even persons with disabilities. So what do you do to make sure that your website is accessible to people who have vision impairments, cognitive impairments, mobility impairments? Well, I address that in this video right here.